guns being stolen. Not saying that they don't. They had on the news the sheriff and one of the chief or somebody. Both these women got their guns, their cars broke into, and their guns reported stolen. Did the news follow that up? And so you don't hear about stuff like that about in the news. Did they follow up and ask what happened to those guns? Did they get their guns back? You don't hear nothing. You don't hear nothing about that. But any hood, you can go get a damn gun. So I think you need to start with the people who supply the damn guns. It's like the cocaine. We're gonna talk about Cocaine Bear too. I do got a story to tell. But anyway, that's it. But they're not going after. Have you noticed they're not going after the people who are getting these guns in these neighborhoods? They're not going after that. So that should make you think like, well, what are they doing? They trying to tell you, they steadily talking about semi-automatic weapons or automatic weapons. You can't have an AR-15. You can't have this. Blah, blah, blah. This should be illegal for blah, 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 blah. No. Ding dong, you need to have stricter requirements for people to own guns. You just can't go to trade shows and buy a freaking gun. You can't just sell your gun to Jimmy and Joe, even though your stuff is legal, and there not be a paper trail for these purposes. Damn it, shit. Point blank and simple. So as my buddy would say, I think he's an agent too. He's probably listening. Sir, your polygamy dude, he's flexed. I think they out scared. But back to what I was saying. The guns. Yeah, you got to have a paper trail for everybody for these guns, man. It don't matter what type of gun that these people are shooting these and killing these people with. It doesn't matter if it's an AR-15, semi-automatic, or a 9mm Glock. You know why? Because a person that is going to do harm to children in a school with unarmed people, one, are cowards. That's number one. They bitches. I don't give a damn about your mentality and what the hell's wrong with you, mentally unstable, whatever. You a bitch because you chose to go into crowded areas where people who are not suspecting any type of stuff like this to happen, where their kids is. It doesn't matter what type of gun that this person had. Like I was saying, they could go into these schools, right, and have one Ruger, 1.9 with 100 clips, extended clips. The gun might get hot. But sitting ducks. So it doesn't matter about what type of gun that needs to be banned. That's not the issue. So a critical thinker, like I was saying, as my agent friend would say, critical thinking will lead me to say, hey, man, why aren't they doing the obvious? Why aren't they installing in these schools the same type of system that's in the bank? When I go on the Fifth Third and I go in the bank and I got to stand there, take my glasses off, my hat off, and stand there till the light say green and go. So they scanning you right there. Granted, you might get in with plastic, this, that, and the third, but that's why you have a system like that in every school, and opening in the front and opening in the back the same. The school designs is poor. Everybody can get in without no hesitation. Security guards don't have guns. The security guard's a gym teacher or Mr. Williams who looks out for kids. That type person. So that's the number one. The safety of the children is not in these people's best interest. That's number one. The teachers and the children are not in these people's best interest at all. There's too many school shootings that's going on, and for not immediate action to be taken. Laws passed that every school needs to be this way and this way, blah, 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 blah. We can go into a whole shmoo of that. But as critical thinking, that would be my first question. So it's got to be something bigger. It's got to be something bigger coming down the pike. And we're not going to go down the rabbit hole and talk about this, that, and the third, because it is what it is. When those folks get on the show, we'll talk about it. But right now, it's a bigger agenda going on. I'm going to just say it, a bigger agenda going on. And some people care to realize or understand. I cannot believe none of the girls is here. I can't believe that. Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to shut up talking for a minute and switch the game up. I want to debut on my show this young lady. Her name is Tori, and she has a new video out, song out, EP coming out. And her, Tiana, it's a whole bunch of women, pop girls doing their thing. And I love they grind, man. You know what I'm talking about? The teams don't be big, but they keep grinding, keep being creative, and just giving good music, man. Good vibes, good music, man. And I appreciate that. I wish some of these brothers would get out here and do their thing too, man. And another thing, well, we'll talk about it. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to play this video. Can we play this video? Sweet Escape.
Tension in the air, keep it flowing. I just wanna get a little taste to feed my craving. I told you up front, let's keep it casual, but I don't really know if that's really how I'm feeling. I want us to dive all in, get all in my skin. You are what I'm into, and now I'm feeling the way, and I want you to stay, even though I didn't plan to. I was only trying to be just your own me, yeah. But lately, you started getting my mind changing. It's like you took me over, drifting on this sweet escape. And when you pull me in closer, be prepared to be blown away. And we don't have to stop time, so good that you'll never escape. Just go with it with me, come on me, baby. Maybe I just crave the reaction. When you give it to me, I look back, guess I throw it back. All eyes on me when you're with me. I know you can feel the chemistry. I want us to dive all in, get all in my skin. You are what I'm into, and now I'm feeling the way, and I want you to stay, even though I didn't plan to. I was only trying to be just your own me, yeah. But lately, you started getting my mind changing. It's like you took me over, drifting on this sweet escape. And when you pull me in closer, be prepared to be blown away. And we don't have to stop time, so good that you'll never escape. Just go with it with me, come on me, baby.
You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Let's give Torelline a round of applause. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. You know why I'm geek, man? Not only because of songwriter and songbird and sing and so forth, but whoever made that beat, y'all must be listening to the OG, man, when I've been talking about that funk. Now, you know, I'm supposed to be in Ubi Collins. Hey man, play that big Hank right, that big bank right quick, man. Can you pull that up, man? Play that. Your boy's supposed to be in there in June. You know what I'm talking about? Come back. These little trips. You know what I'm talking about? I'm supposed to be that beat.
I'm about to open up a can of funk that.
You see what I'm saying?
This is we.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bring that bass line in. Now you gotta make stuff happen. Manifest. I'm Big Bang.
Let's go!
The station that keeps it rocking 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
GRIZZBIZ, my 2 cents.
It's creeping in. I feel like taking over. This is my year.
We'll be in this video.
Hit the bank. Racks and
I wake up to this.
$100, what that hit for? My money's piling up. That Crispy's bill though. And I get what I want. Yeah, I got a genie diamonds on my road. And I got
Yeah. But the point being is that funk. You understand what I'm saying? That funk. And I heard that in that Sweet Escape. And I dig. Let's get a round of applause, man. I love music, man. And I love when my city do their thing, man. And I'm with those who do their thing. Well, even if you don't do your thing too, because I'm going to just be real, man. I reach out to certain folks, man. Certain folks act like they with it. Yeah. And you don't hear from them. Nothing professional. They be like, they probably do that at their job too. No call, no show. Nigga, I'm asleep. I don't even feel like rolling out the bed. Man, get on with that, man. I get it. I understand. That's when you're supposed to man up and say, nah, I'm good. What else can I say? Nothing. Respect you and keep on rolling. But all that other, I'm not with that. What you see is what you get with me. You underdig? There's no undercoating, no sugar coating, none of that, man. It's 50 million to me. 50 million to me. This is what I do.
Now you gotta make stuff happen. Manifest. I'm Big Bang.
Okay. While we at it, Dang Nation just sent me something. You know what I'm talking about? It is 420 coming up. Damn! Almost forgot about that. 420 is every day to me. For real. If you just see what's... My list is so long, though. For real. That ain't, if I'm a toot my horn, I'm a toot my horn on that, for real.
smoke weed every day.
Every day. So, 420 is going to be a peaceful block party on Short Vine, Bogarts, the Cupboard's 75th anniversary. Damn, the Cupboard been around that long? Wow. Hey, that Bogarts, they survived and been there. They etched in stone over there. 75 years, man. You see sometimes people putting up on Facebook with Jupiters and then Perkins and then BW3s and the other club, man. And man, wow. So make sure you get down there on 420, man. Cincinnati Animal Care, sponsored by Trap Natural. It's going to be local vendors, giveaways, live glass blowing. That's 420 Short Vine. Yeah, 420 Short Vine. Peaceful block party. Yeah. A lot going on. 420. Remember, we used to have a smoke fest. Corleone, have hey, man, you got to be a chimp. That's why I would challenge Snoop or any one of these other dudes, man, on some trees for real. All these cats done gave me all these goddamn names. Griswold, Shitnall Paul, Ludi Griswold, the Chicken Hawk. You know what I'm talking about? That's the cow. Chicken Hawk for real. I had to confront some folks, with Grizz, You know what I'm talking about? Juvie can tell you about that. I don't make stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Latifah can tell you about that. I don't know if dude's still in his camp. Yeah, Grizz. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And what was I saying? I got on myself right quick. Anyway, 420. That's what 420 do, man. That's what it do. It make you forget stuff. That's for real. Your short-term memory. This need to be called a stoner show or something. For real. Short-term memory is affected. That is one of the effects of smoking a lot of marijuana. There are things to counteract that too, so let's not get it twisted. But 420 is great. But anyway, we going to keep the ball rolling and the chains moving, man. We were supposed to have next week a polygamy on here, man. Everybody want to be suckers. Suckers. They talk shit in the message group and all in the rooms and stuff. And I say I wasn't going to call nobody. They just know Grizz. It's what it is, what it is. I was just like, hey, nigga, you want to get your freak out. That's how you want to do, because I don't never hear you talk about building. I watched the sister brotherhood, the sister husband, all of that stuff, just so I could gather information. And the idea did appeal to me from a Bible standpoint at one thing. But guess what? Miss Grizz ain't going for it. She ain't going for that. It ain't working. Oh, nigga, that's Old Testament. It's the New Testament. Try me. But anyway, you never hear these guys talk about building. And then, like on the one show, man, the girls that had the dudes, this girl that introduced her husband and the boyfriend to another boyfriend. Now, who is a pimp and who is a hoe? Can somebody tell me who pimps some hoes down? She is doing her thing as far as pimping. There's no way around it. I'm looking at men that are emotionally scarred, that emotionally can't handle it. Nigga, this is your wife. And you letting another live in your basement and come upstairs and eat your food and hit your wife and you sit there and hold her hand? Hey, man, if somebody don't knock your ass upside the head with a frying pan, oh, I want to turn on that show and bust him upside the head with a frying pan. Nothing too extensive. Just something to bang. Nigga, wake up. And the other dude, he's a creep. He's a creep. This nigga want to move in to their crib and live in their basement. What do we call that? Where's Ivory at? What do we call that? Homosexual. That is so funny to me. Say it with me 3 times. Homosexual. Oh, don't say that. Never mind, because it sounds like you said homosexual. Ah! I'll do it for you. He's late. He's smoking too much.
Please, go.
420's coming up. But yeah, that's got to be the dumbest stuff I've seen. I thought love and hip hop and all of that was, I thought that was too much, man. I can't be in a room when that stuff on. It mess up your sleep. They arguing and carrying on drama. That be in your spirit. You know what I'm talking about? I can't get that out me. And this stuff is the dumbest stuff in the world, man. I can't believe this nigga would live downstairs and come up, man. He got the life of Riley. They got the life of Riley. But what behooves me is the fact that she too old to get pregnant. She just out there having fun pimping. Pimps up, hoes down. But it behooves me how if she were to get pregnant, who's the daddy? Who's the daddy? She's not going to be on the way she getting it in with at least 2.5. I don't know what
Daddy, chill.
the husband. You don't know who the daddy is. What kind of dumb arrangement is
chill.
that? That is stupid. There's nothing biblical about that. There's nothing godly about that. You eat your cake and having fun with it. That's not judgmental, but that's what it is. And when you inquire about this lifestyle and lifestyles similar to that, it's a lot of drama and a lot of trauma that comes with that lifestyle because people aren't, I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of them are in it for the wrong reason. And it don't work. Somebody get left with the kids. And look, if you a man, this is how it go down. The purpose of that was to build a nation. Be fruitful and become many. Fill the earth. And you couldn't do that with one woman. One woman, I want to look up the world record for how many kids one woman has had. I should have did that, but I didn't think about it. This is all off the fly. Because we had a guest to be on here, but we prepared for that and they never showed. So, yeah. Now we going to do that live. Anyway, but I think that polygamy is a joke, man. At least I want to meet somebody who's actually doing it the way it's supposed to. And like I said, if a man has 14 wives, they all know who the daddy is.
We're sure you've been asked, how many kids is too much? 3 kids? 4? How about 69?
69?
Is that enough children? The Guinness World Record for the most prolific mother ever belongs to the wife of Fyodor Wasiliev, who lived in Russia in the early mid-1700s. Her name has been lost to history, but the record of her 69 children was not. That's right, 69 children born from a single woman. If you're thinking it's impossible for one woman to birth 69 human beings, you would be the first to question this story's legitimacy. But if there is even a chance of this story being true, then it's certainly one we want to look into. The evidence...
Hey, man, let's give that lady a round of applause. 69 children. That's almost a nation. You're going to scream and yell and give her a round of applause at the same time. That's funny. Hey, I don't know, man. 69 kids, god dang. But the purpose was for, now imagine if all your women, all your wives, concubines, had 69 children and you had 5 of them. Woo! Woo! You got a nation in, don't you? You got a nation in, don't you? You sure do. But can you imagine taking care of all them kids? Holy smokes and Batman. Not in today's time. That's not happening. That's not happening. I think everybody rolling and shooting twos. Snake eyes. 2. 2 and you through. 2 and you through. 2 and you through. You might slide a third one in there, but 2 and impossible. 2 and impossible. You playing spades out here with making these babies. 2 and impossible. Yeah. But enough of that baby talk. What was I gonna talk about? I have no clue what I was gonna talk about. We didn't talk about white folks. Oh, did you hear? We didn't talk about Jamie Foxx. We didn't talk about our sponsors. I'm fading fast. That's what we didn't talk about 420. Babies. Funk music. Polygamy. And that's a lot of damn topics. Gun control. We already did 420, man. You got to keep up. Now you're doing it too much, and now I don't know where else to go. Well, yeah, that was supposed to be next week's show. And then week after that, I'm trying to get this guy on here, man. This rapper dude, man, and he's so cold with it, man. One of the best to ever do it and continue to do it, you know, have the skills to do it. It's a different ball game out here for this music, for real, for real. And everybody out here trying to do music. For one, the support of the hometown is ridiculously low. For real, for us to have as much talent that we have, it behooves me why some of the baddest DJs in the city don't break some of this R&B and some of this rap that we have. And it's not about getting in politics. It's about being a DJ. One of my biggest shows was about elements. And the DJ plays one of the biggest parts in music, man. It's an orchestra. It's a symphony when a DJ gets behind them on them tables. I know. I've never been as good as them. Could never compare myself. But just having the experience of doing it and moving the crowd and watching it transform, like, wow, if I play this, they going ham. If I put this in rotation, this going to shut the club down at the end of the night because they not trying to hear that old bullshit. If I want them, they bored, I can play this crunk music, but not too much because they'll tear the club up for real. That is amazing. So I don't understand, man, why this city is the way it is, man. I don't understand, man. I don't understand, and it does bother me. It bothers me a lot. But I also want to give, like these parties, man. It's the old folks, the old school, the DJs that got sense, the DJ, even the young DJs. And we need to be supporting each other, man. And I'm not talking about if trapping ain't your thing, if the bumble music ain't your thing, that's understandable. Trust me, we understand that. But for those out here, artists that are trying to get their name out here, and it ain't even about no fame or whatever. Maybe it's about the streaming. Maybe the streaming, you know, it's going to take a lot to get to streaming, but you're getting your name out there and you're doing what you're supposed to, networking and so forth and implementing, you can make some money. I'm not talking about the fame of the game. I'm talking about actually trying to get some dollars for these folks, man. Help them out, you know. And those people that are serious that you see on the book or on the social media all the time need your support. This town is finicky when it comes to stuff like that, man. And that's the thing that's got to change, man. That is the thing that's got to change. And it's got to be the old school, the old hands to go ahead and make it happen. These shootings, we gotta go right back to these shootings, man. We got the ghetto stuff is fading too anyway, man. Everybody about to be zombies, so everybody about to be a target. For real. You can do gentrification all you want. Go to Evanston, Avondale, buy up all you want. Do whatever you want. Y'all seen, y'all gonna watch the end of Snowfall tomorrow? Y'all know these drugs affect everybody. It don't have no color barrier. Now the user might have a preference, but shit, it's about to be zombie world out here. So that's why we have to have the mind change, man. That's why we have to have the guns, the people who sell the guns, put the most punishment on them. This is for your actions, man. You'll be surprised. Dirty cops, white boys who want to see us fail. All of these elements, even ones that look like us, want to see us fail. Everybody do something for $1, man. For $1. That's where you need to put your foot down. But, you know, that ain't going to do what it do. But anyway, through preaching. We'll call it anyway. I'm going to be back next week. And like I said, I am going to drop a link in some random folks' inbox that always commenting, and it could be somebody get on my goddamn nerves too. Some of you Negroes get on my nerves. But come on the show, be a guest on the show, and we talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I'm about to call it tonight. You know what I'm saying? My mouth, I got cotton mouth. Plus I'm on the Chiefs about. But check us out next week, man. And I'm going to get on up out of here. And hopefully, I was going to say something, but no, he ain't. Don't be stuck on stupid and relaxed on dumb. I'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Yeah. These niggas don't get no scratch and no burn. They come from my spot, I'm relaxed as a perm. They know I'm so sick, I'm so nasty, absurd. They all on my dick trying to catch on my germ. You know
The
what it is
station
when it's
that
no
keeps it rocking
rocking
24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen,
GRIZZBIZMY2SENSE.